This state ceremony is therefore convened to facilitate the assumption of office, fulfill the constitutional duty set out under Article 74 of the Constitution.
Except with the authority of the President, I will not directly or indirectly reveal the nature or contents of any business, proceedings, or a document of the Cabinet committed to my secrecy, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Solicitor General. I, Honorable Shadrack John Mose, being called upon to exercise the functions of Solicitor General, do swear that, except with the authority of the President, I will not directly or indirectly reveal the nature or contents of any business, proceedings, or a document of the Cabinet committed to my secrecy, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Solicitor General. So help me God.
This state ceremony is convened pursuant to Section 9 of the Office of the Attorney General's Act for the swearing-in of the newly appointed Solicitor General. Your Excellency, following the recommendation of the Public Service Commission on 22nd of December 2022, you caused the nomination of Honorable Shadrack John Mose for appointment as the Solicitor General of the Government of Kenya. Subsequently, sir, the National Assembly considered and approved the nomination, and on receipt of the approval of the August House, Your Excellency appointed Honorable Shadrack John Mose as the Solicitor General through a special issue of the Kenya Gazette, published as notice number 3419 of 15 March 2023. Your Excellency, sir, having discharged all the legal requirements attendant to the appointment of the Solicitor General, this state ceremony is therefore convened to facilitate the assumption of office of the new administrative head of the Office of the Attorney General. In that regard, the Solicitor General will by subscribing to his oath of office, fulfill the constitutional duty set out under Article 74 of the Constitution, which requires that before assuming a state office, acting in a state office, or performing any function in a state office, a person shall take and subscribe to the oath or affirmation of office.
I am confident that you have the requisite experience, understanding, and knowledge to support and provide leadership in the Office of the Attorney General as the administrative head of that office. Having served in other capacities and having worked as a lawyer and a public servant, as a member of parliament, I'm confident that you are adequately prepared to work in the office of the Solicitor General, to provide leadership, and to ensure that the government of Kenya gets the legal advice, guidance, and support that is necessary for the government of Kenya to discharge its responsibilities as required by the Constitution and the laws of Kenya. I am very sure that you will find an in-tray that is full, because at the moment we are engaged in preparing legislation for many of the programs that we have. We have cleared quite a number of legislation through Cabinet. We have others in various stages of formulation, others undergoing public participation, and all other facets and all other stages of legislation, of regulations, of statutes. I will want you to pay particular attention to legislation that will ensure that we create an environment for ease of doing business in Kenya, because the future of development in any nation is directly related to how much investment we can attract into the country. The overall policy of the government of Kenya is to borrow less and invest more. So we will be looking at opportunities to make Kenya an attractive destination for investment, and therefore the right legal framework and legislative framework must be in place for investors to develop the necessary confidence to invest in our country. It is necessary for us to attract foreign direct investment. It is also necessary for us to provide a framework where investors can trust us with their investment, because they know that the legal regime, the constitutional framework, guarantees the safety, security of their investment, and also a fair return on their investment. The second area of attention I would like you and the Attorney General to focus is on securing government in terms of the people who take government to court. We have so many court awards against the government of Kenya, and some of it is because we didn't have the requisite representation in various stages of what happened. I am sure that the department and the Attorney General's office will work towards ensuring that the government of Kenya gets the best legal representation available. And I have confidence that between you, Solicitor General, and the Attorney General, you have the correct understanding and the appropriate experience and knowledge of what needs to be done so that we can secure the interest of the Kenyan people. Any award against the government of Kenya is a award against the people of Kenya. And it means taxpayers' resources will be used to settle some of these awards, many of them that are not deserving. Of course, we have absolutely no problem with settling awards that have merit, that are obtained in the correct manner. But I am afraid that there are some awards, outrageous, if I may say, awards that have really no merit. And I expect that the Office of the Attorney General and you as the administrative head will provide the necessary leadership for us to be able to get the best representation. Let me also take this opportunity to thank my good friend Ken Ogeto, our outgoing Solicitor General, to congratulate him for a sterling performance as our Solicitor General. I have worked with him even in this transition period, and I am very confident, and I already told him that the future is bright, and he will move on to other responsibilities that will tap into the experience he has acquired at the Office of the Solicitor General to be able to serve the country in other capacities. And I have already told him I look forward to working with him further down the road. And he has been very useful in resolving some of the issues that currently are outstanding between the government of Kenya and other entities that we are in contractual obligations with. And again, on behalf of myself and this administration, to Ken Ogeto, thank you very much for what you have done in the service of our great nation. We did commit ourselves as a country that Kenya is going to be a country governed by the rule of law, ensuring that we observe what the Constitution provides for us, ensuring that we protect the rights of everybody. And as we enjoy our rights as individuals, we must be careful also to ensure that we don't trample on the rights of others. And the cardinal principle is that as a country that believes in the rule of law, there is no greater or lesser person. None of us is above the law. The president is not above the law. And so is every other citizen. So each one of us must, as of Constitution imperative, respect the Constitution, operate within the Constitution, enjoy our rights within the Constitution, and ensure that we don't trample on the rights of others who equally are enjoying those rights in the context of our constitutional provisions. I will ensure, as president, that this country is governed by the rule of law, and nothing extra-legal, nothing extra-constitutional, nothing outside the law is going to be part of what we do as a nation. Because allowing ourselves to operate outside the law is actually condoning impunity. And there is no end to it. Once we go that slippery route, it could end anywhere. So I want to encourage us, as the people of Kenya, all of us, to respect the law, because it's made for all of us. And if there are any sections of the law, the Constitution, we are unhappy about, there is a process for its amendment or change so that we can, at all times, operate within the Constitution.